Everyone, and welcome to 121L, lab number 1. My name is JC, and in this video, I'm going to be going over how to get your GitHub set up. So GitHub is one of the tools that we're going to be using in 121L this semester. It also happens to be a very widely used tool in the industry that people use to keep track of all the changes that you make to your code over time. In other words, you can record all the different versions of your code, and that's why GitHub is known as a version control system. For this class, primarily you're going to be using GitHub to retrieve and submit your lab assignments though. Alright, so we're going to follow the steps to get your GitHub set up for this class. The first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you sign up for GitHub and create an account. So if you don't already have a GitHub account, what you're going to want to do is go over to github.com, and then at the top right you'll see the sign up button. So if you click on that, you can create a new account with your CSU Fullerton email. You can use a different email if you'd like, but follow the next steps to create or to add your CSU Fullerton email to that account. And regardless of which email that you use, just make sure that you verify your email before you proceed to the next step. Alright, so if you've created your GitHub account, or if you already have one, what you can do is go over to your profile page like here, and at the top right you'll see your profile avatar. So just click on that and then scroll down and click on settings. So once you're on the settings page, you can see there's a left sidebar, and what you're going to want to do is click on emails. So it's fine if you have a different email as your primary email address. What you're going to just want to make sure that you have is your csu.fullerton.edu email address saved onto this account. So if you don't have it already, you're going to want to go over to add email address here, and then add your Cal State Fullerton edu address. So once you've done that and you've created your GitHub account and set it up with your Cal State Fullerton email, you're ready to join our GitHub Classroom. So GitHub Classroom is the site that we're going to be using to distribute and auto-grade all of your lab assignments. So we have this link here where you can join the GitHub Classroom link, and when you go to that link for the very first time, you're going to see something like this screenshot that we have at the bottom right. It's basically going to be a roster of all the students that are enrolled in this class. So what you're going to want to do is make sure you're signed into GitHub when you're clicking on this link. And this way we can associate your GitHub user to your name on the student roster, so that every time you submit your labs, we'll be able to kind of match that to your canvas and grade you properly. So make sure that you can find your name on the student roster to join the GitHub Classroom, and let us know if you don't see your name there. Alright, so the last thing that you're going to need to do once you've enrolled in our GitHub Classroom is to sign up for what's called GitHub Student Developer. So the Student Developer Pack is essentially just a set of development tools that GitHub provides to students for free. And the way that you get these tools is by proving to GitHub that you're a student. So you're going to want to go to this link right here and click on sign up for Global Campus. So at this point, you're going to be, you want to make sure that this is selected as a student. It should automatically be selected already for you. And if you scroll down, it'll ask you to do some steps to verify that you do qualify for the student benefits. So make sure that you are logged into your GitHub account that has the csu.fullerton.edu email attached to it. So when you scroll down, it'll ask you what email address you use for school, and then you'll select your csu.fullerton.edu email. Once you've done that, it should automatically have this Cal State Fullerton school filled here. So you're just gonna write a little bit about how you plan to use GitHub, and what you can put here is just that you'll be using GitHub to submit your lab assignments and to work on code for the lab in your class. Once you've written that, you can just click continue, and it'll take you to a page that asks you to upload some proof of enrollment. So the easiest way to do this is by uploading a picture of your Titan card. So if you have your physical Titan card, you can just take a picture of it with your phone, and then just upload that to the site. Now, if you don't have your Titan card already, what you can do is go to the CSU Fullerton portal and log in. At the top right, you're going to see a cube, and if you click that, it'll show you a drop down where you can select your Titan degree audit or your TDA. So once you've navigated to your TDA, you'll see something that looks like the screenshot that I have here, which is like a sample TDA for me. You'll just want to save that web page as a PDF, and you can upload that, and that'll work as well to verify that you're currently enrolled as a student. So once you do that, it should be pretty instantaneous, like within a few seconds or like maybe a minute or two for them to verify your student status. And then you should see that you're successfully enrolled in the GitHub Student Developer, and you have now the tools that you need for this class.